So that's the importance of a lurk for this exact reason. Lurks not only hold the flank, they hold the rotation routes. Top is important for A site control. That's all I'm gonna say. Then you got two players going top and they just both decide to just jump. No, do not, under any circumstances, do what they just did. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Stump, and I tried to do this a different way, but it wasn't really working out. You see, I decided to take notes, and that was 2 hours of my life wasted. But yeah, I got 4 pages worth of notes from just game 6 and everything that I got. So I'm just gonna go back to what I was doing, watching it for the first time and giving like first time reaction to things that I noticed. So that way I could give you guys some teaching points on some of the good things they do, some of the bad things they do, because sometimes pros make mistakes, and I make the mistake of trying to make notes for this. So we're gonna go ahead and go straight into game number 6, Violent GG versus Underestimated. If you haven't watched my previous analysis, these two teams played against Merciless and Rain, which have moved on to the next round. This is the consolation round, and whoever wins this will go to play against whoever wins Rain versus Merciless. So we're going to start with round 1. So what I noticed they're doing here is they're sending one player to go to B connector to see exactly where everyone's at, see if there's anybody on A site. And if there is somebody on A site, usually it most likely means they've stacked A site, or B site, I'm sorry, it's B, as you can see. So he gets the info to his team, says, okay, they're on A, or B. Oh my God. So now they're going B, and the guy who went B con decided to go A con to play as the lurk for the top position there, as you can see on the map right here. And they just push onto A side contested, which very good thing on their part. And again, Casello is a fairly new map, and it's kind of hard to determine whether if it's a coalition sided map or a breach sided map since it's so new. I would think it is a coalition sided map. Not entirely sure, but here we go. First gunfights are engaging. It's probably coalition sided because once you have players on A site, it's very hard to retake. And nobody checked connector to Forest. As you can see here, these two are pushing up, looking into A site. They do have the lurk at Forest, but he's not anywhere close to the Forest entrance here. So they're just going to peek into site. Honestly, I think that's the first place you need to check, because Forest entrance, you're able to see from top before you can see into A site. Before you swing from this wall over to this wall to get a line of sight onto A site. I think that might have been a mistake on their part. Again, fairly new map. Yeah, Violet GG takes that round. All right, Underestimated's going in eco this round. And right here, this in my notes, I said something about defaulting. So the idea of defaulting is to disallow information for the coalition and make the intention of the breach unclear. You're taking all this map control, they see you all over the map, they don't know which site you're gonna go to unless they spot bomb first, which in this case, they're doing a very good job of. Bomb has not been spotted yet. And another pick there on boxes, which is good. Oh, 4-6. Oh, this is great 3K right here. I've already watched it, so yeah. So that's the importance of a lurk for this exact reason. Lurks not only hold the flank, they hold the rotation routes, because you can rotate from B connector into A-con to get to A site. And you can also rotate from balcony to mid to A-con. Holding these spawn stairs here can really give you an advantage when checking these rotation routes. The only other way to rotate the coalition without getting spotted by this player is through CT, in which there's 4 players getting ready to hold this unfair head glitch angle going into CT here. So they know there's 4 players A site, and they just don't go CT, and they end up dying to the AK. And throughout the game, Violent GG seems to be defaulting to A site this strategy. And Vorshix here, you'll notice he's moving to a different position. He's going to be playing these mid stairs here. And what this does is it confuses the coalition. So that way you're not staying at the same spot. They aren't going to be able to predict where you're going to be. It's very important for a lurk player. Something that I also think that the coalition needs to do, even though it may be a little bit risky, is to attempt to try and get top control right here next to garden, because this grass area in the hedge is garden, and then you've got the top area by the boxes, where the breach is at right now, trying to get into A site. I think the coalition needs to have at least somebody try and push top so that way they have that map control. But the thing is that when the coalition starts jumping up to here, the breach are already starting to pre-fire this stuff right here. So it's difficult, but if done correctly and if there's nade throws that are found, then it could be potentially beneficial to the coalition to be able to have more map control instead of being stuck on A site, which if you can hold A site, that's also very good as well. But if you could take map control up top, that's even better. Here we go. A site take. Oh, what a good shots. Good shots. Very good. So now they all died down there. So now they got to push in, try to get the bomb. But honestly, right now in a 2v4, I'd just fall back. Just save your guns for the next round. And the reason why you don't want to go try and go for bomb right now, especially here, trying to jump down, is because you got all these angles here. You know, Vorshik is going to go try and save, which he doesn't. Instead, he's going to go straight to top. And he's going to get peeked. I don't know why Violent GG thought not saving was a good idea, because now they're not going to be able to full buy. If they would have saved those guns, they would have been able to give those assault rifles to those 3K money players, and then the rest of them could full buy. I don't know. Maybe they know something I don't, or maybe they're just mad. I think this round they start defaulting B site. Yeah, they're going to send 2 going beacon right here, and they're going to send 3 going balcony to try and push around to ledge here. They go and push through. They're going to get 2. Tyla getting 2. And you can't really do much here. You just die. It's normal to lose an eco like that, especially when you have all that money. And now Violet GG is able to buy up. Now we got ourselves a full AUG versus SG 551 round. In the past, the SGs have reigned supreme so far. We'll see what happens now. Actually, there's one M4. Hold on. So those nades. Yeah, those nades, I think, would help stop those breach players pushing up into garden from these stairs here. Because more than one nade is going to end up killing a player, most likely, if the nade is in range to do enough damage. So that's why they have 3, because of the long range that it is from top to here, which is where they're trying to throw those nades. They're going to end up not doing as much damage, not going to be able to reach them. So that's why they threw 3, just to be able to do damage. And I think they do get some damage on Zayon there. On the top smoke. Yeah, this will stop breach players from pushing top, coming down, because you won't be able to see into A site very well. And the only way for you to see A site is to be able to jump down, which they'll be able to hear you and be able to take you out by sounding you out. Something that Underestimated did very well against, I think it was Rain, is that they were very good when they got aggressive. And right now, XD Gamer is getting very aggressive here. He might get this lurk. No, actually, I do know what happens here. There's going to be trades coming up. First, it's going to be XD Gamer getting player here. Nope, Vorshix gets him. Then Tyler gets him. And then Tyler's going to get 2. And that clears out mid, and Bomb's stuck mid now. They know where Bomb is at right now, but Underestimated decided to fall back and just leave Bomb wide open. I think the reason why they didn't go for the Bomb is because it was too exposed, because you have this angle here, and you got this angle here, which the Bomb was sitting right in here. If we go back, the Bomb was sitting right here. You got Donley right here. You got Zayon right here getting ready to push back up. And because it is mid, they would most likely want to try and go B, because B is a little bit easier to take than A. So that's why they got Def and Chell coming to B and having Triton stay on A site, because you can hold A site from top and from CT here. But they know Bomb is mid, so they're going to try and rotate out. Also, they only have 20 seconds to be able to do a take. And see here, right here, yeah, one player pushing garden here, going to this top spot, and nobody is watching that. Well, Zayon's watching it, but it would be better if you have at least one player holding tops, that way nobody can push through connector here. Because you got one here, and you can be able to hold site with just one player. But since there's only 2, I guess it makes sense to have both players on the site, one holding top, because it makes it harder for them, because they have more angles to clear. See, that's the power of top. That is the power of top. Tyla, giving us the reason why top is so powerful. You have a high ground advantage. Plus, when you're aiming up, when you're on A site and you're aiming up to top, you're most likely going to be aiming at their legs. And because he's shooting down on top of them, he has more exposure to the headshot hitbox, which, as you can see, he hits a headshot. And he's able to take them both out fairly easily and get the round for them. Top is important for A site control. That's all I'm going to say. And Violet GG is going to go back to a B site default. They're going to send 2 balcony, 2 B connector, and 1 holding the spawn stairs looking for A connector pushes. And XD Gamer is going to go for an aggressive peek here. And Underestimated does really well when they get aggressive, like right now. Now it's a 3v2, and Bomb is down B site. They're not able to get on site quickly enough, so... And Shell's going to get Explain fairly easily. Now Vortex is left alone. Let's see what he can do. I mean, from this position, he could go A site because it looks like he is going to go A site. Yeah, he does go A site. I already watched this, but I forget like half of it. All right. Now let's see what Vortex does. He's going to plant and he's going to smoke the CT entrance. No, that was a misplay. 100% a misplay. He did, in fact, have a smoke on him, as you can see, bottom right. Actually, what I need to do real quick is I need to move this up to here. So he has a smoke. He could have smoked off CT because he knows that there are Coalition players hiding around B site. But instead of trying to smoke this off, he just swings it like a moron. Vortex, what are you doing? But yeah, if you've got nades, use them because it will provide you a great advantage. I mean, sure, they could have thrown a flash, but Triton doesn't have a flash. He couldn't have done that, or he could have probably smoked them out. But just using utility is going to be able to slow down their push to get them onto A site to get the bomb defuse. Because if you're not going to use your nades, then they're going to be wasted even in... When you die, they were also going to be wasted, like what just happened here. Maybe he forgot he had a smoke grenade. Who knows? And a Violet GG looks like they're going to go back to an A site default. It looks like, yep, they're going to go for the nade stack again on Garden. It looks like they get Explain, who is also in the back of Garden. And Violet GG is going to go aggressive here. And they're just going to open up A site. Now it's a 2v4. So I would say just save. And see, again, Underestimate is able to take advantage of this top angle. And Tyla is there again, surprisingly, not surprisingly. And he might be able to get the forest angle cleared before he's able to get that ninja spot cleared being held by Explain. Oh, he finds him, but he's not able to get the trade out. Look, this is exactly what I'm saying. You get one player up at the top there, get them into Akon, you'll be able to get all that map control easily. It just depends on the spawn. And Nox is going to get the backstab, get Shell. Def going to be able to hold them off. Def's going to get a 3-piece here. Very good. A 4th. And then he just leaves Zayon on the top with left in the 1v2. And now Zayon is going to need to plant here. He's going to need to plant here. They hear him planting the bomb. He's not looking. He's exposed, and he goes down. Okay, there's a lot of misplay there. Let's go through it again. Zayon does do the right thing to jump down to get the bomb, but something that he doesn't do right away is he doesn't plant the bomb right away. I guess he is trying to check CT, so now he begins planting, even though there is a player coming from Forest, which is the only angle he hasn't checked yet. So he checks CT again, and then the next angle he probably should check, which he is very exposed to right now, is the forest angle, the forest entrance angle, before trying to peek up top, because he's still covered by that wall on his right, the wall that's like back in this area here. But instead he peeks top again, he exposes himself, doesn't look to the closest angle he's going to be exposed to, which was a misplay on his part, which he ends up going down. If you're the last one alive of the breach and you don't know where the rest of the coalition is at, I suggest you check everything. Plant the bomb, check everything, but make it quick. You need to be able to get eyes onto every single angle that the coalition could come from. And for A site, that's going to be CT right here, this entire area in the back here. And then you got the forest entrance here and the forest stairs, which he was exposed to. And then you also have top. Those are the only 3 ways into A site. So he does the right thing to check CT first, but he should have checked Forest next and then checked top. Because if you would have checked Forest, you would have seen XD Gamer there with the Deagle. He would have been able to frag him out. And then you would have most likely have heard the top player, which was Tyler, jump down to try and get the refrag on him. And he's going to swing him, take him out. He would have won that round, most likely. But what happens. You can't really discern what happens if he would have done things differently. So it's good to learn from your mistakes so you can know what would have happened. And Violet GG is still going to be able to full buy as well as underestimate. I don't know why you guys are complaining about my camera position when this stuff happens. Now they're going to stack 3 A-site. Looks like they're going to do the nade stack again, or just the one nade. I guess he did see another nade incoming, so he might have told his team, back up. I'm throwing the one. And that nade didn't do anything because nobody has any health diminished. And what Violet GG is doing right here is called a map default. So it's just a default for the entire map. There are a few different ways you can default. You can default for A site, you can default for B site, and you can also default for the entire map. So you got 2 players going B, you got 2 players going A, and you got 1 player holding that mid control rotate area. So that way the coalition doesn't know exactly where the breach is going to be going. So that way you can open up different avenues to take bomb sites. I also noticed you got 1, 2, 3 players looking at this top angle here. 1 from CT, 1 from the fountain, and 1 from up close by the boxes. Nobody's looking Forest. That's a problem. Because on B side, you have 1 guy holding this B con angle. You got XD Gamer holding this up close and personal balcony angle. And holding the balcony angle, you're able to see if they're able to cross. So that way your B con player can rotate and take this to be able to get this map control. But yeah, you need to be able to have your angles covered on both teams. And XD is going to get 1. Is he going to get 2? He gets 2, which is very good. So now the coalition is going to be pushing up back to B. Now it's down to a 2v4. I would save instead of trying to jump down and getting frags on A site. Donley is trying to go for aggressive peaks, but I think he's going to be reuniting with Explain here to be able to get a good take onto A site. I think what Donley did is he peaked that angle. If we go back, Donley is holding this angle here. He's up top on the left over here, like right here, and he's going to check these angles here. He's going to check this doorway angle. He's going to check this fountain and this ninja angle. He's going to check these pillars. And that's all he's going to be able to check, really, unless he jumps down and checks CT, which he would most likely die. So he's going to fall back, saying, okay, let's go A site. I didn't see anybody A site. They do have smokes and flashes that they're able to use because that's the amount of utility that you need to be able to take A site, which is what they're going to do. They're going to blind. He's going to go blind and F, literally. And Explain's going to get 1, Explain's going to get 2, and now they're going to open up A site. CT is smoked off, which Vortex should have done that 1 round he was left alone. Because this is the power of this smoke here. You can completely shut down this retake. You can hold it. You can listen for people trying to push through it. And now the smoke does go away. He's going to try and get that corner shot there. Triton is going to come down. He's going to get that frag, and Tyler's going to get that ninja player. Very good execution to retake like that. One gripe that I have about the VOD is that they don't change perspectives fast enough to where the action is. Because there's some instances where you find a player who's taking down a bunch of players, and you're watching this one guy staring at a wall. And it looks like Violet GG is going to go for A site again, A site defaulting, and nobody's watching the lurk. I guess Donley's going to go check the A-con angle there, because what he can see from here is he can see up to about here if anyone's trying to push from B-con or if anyone's pushing out from balcony here trying to go stairs. So he can hold this and still be able to get players rotating through B-con or balcony, which I think is smart. I think Triton's able to counter flash here because he's holding that wall there. He can't really be seen from top or from the forest stairs. So when they start throwing their utility, he's going to counter flash. He hears the flash. He's going to throw the flash back there. And as they're jumping down, they're going to get flashed. Very good. And then Triton's going to chill here. He's going to get 1. Doesn't really be able to do much damage. Then Chell's going to get another 1. Explain's going to get 2. And Tyler's going to be able to refrag his get 2. Clearing out A site. That was very good play by Triton, being able to throw that counter flash as they're jumping down. They're not really able to do anything about that counter flash as they're pushing in. it's going to slow them down and it's going to throw off their timings. So that way it gives the coalition enough time to rotate, because there was only 3 on A site right here, 2 on B site. And as soon as Triton hears that flash, he says, their A site, come A right now, and they're rotating, and he throws that counter flash. It gives them enough time to rotate from B site to A site. Just watch how long Violet GG stays here in this box area. Just watch. Just watch. The players from CT are already holding angles into boxes here, and they're able to help refrag, and they're able to come back up onto site, and they're able to take the site back and take the round. Very good execution, very good communication by Triton. And now Violet GG has a kind of broken buy. They do have nades, but you got 2 players rocking Kevlar vests only. And Tyler's going to throw that beacon smoke, because that will slow them down trying to push beacon, but they're not going beacon right now. They're going A site, defaulting to A site again. They might have that player go A-con again, or maybe not. I guess they're just going to full rush split, taking the site. And Def retreats here, which is good. He's able to save himself, so that way he could take back this. Well, technically it was a 3v5, but now it's a 3v4 because he was able to get that headshot on Donley, which I think if Donley would have went A-con to hold that backstab rotate from mid, it probably would have ended differently. But because the coalition is rotating to CT, because they were pushing so fast. Anyways, Def gets this kill on Donley to take it down to a 3v4, which again is still favorable. As long as one player on the coalition could get 2 kills, they're set. Very good hold by Explame there. I'm not sure if Noxa got blinded or not. They were able to hold it very well. Explame getting 2, Noxa getting 1, holding that very good. Then again, if the breach does get more kills than the coalition does, what can you do? Looks like they're going back to their A site. They nade spam top there because they know they're going to have someone trying to go throw a nade there. And they do get Chell. They do some damage to Chell. And then Tyler just trades out. Bunch of trades going in. Vorshik's get 2. Donnelly takes them out. That's the end of the half. All right. Second half. Violet GG is now on the coalition. Let's see what Underestimate can do, getting 7 on the breach. So Underestimated here is going to send 4 players to Beacon, get some intel, see if there's anybody on B site, and Garden to try and jump peek that hedge, see if anybody's trying to push top there to try and get information on where the coalition is trying to set up. And here, look how deep they get into Beacon. They're able to get eyes pretty much out in this area here, but they decide not to, probably because Shell's saying, hey, there's nobody pushing up, probably pushing around, try to do a full team push. Let's just go A and cut our losses. So now they are pushing to A site, which is questionable. I don't know why they decided to rotate back. But yeah, there was nobody on B. They didn't hear anybody on B. I don't know why they didn't decide to just go B. Maybe it's because of the lack of information they had. I'm not sure, but they're going to go B. And Violet GG's got everybody on A site. And they're able to get some trades out. Oh, man. Yep. I mean, that's happy to go into a full A site stack like that. I don't understand why they decided to rotate back to A site when there was nobody on B. They didn't have any signs that anybody was on B. If there was anybody on B, they would have known. But man, that's just unfortunate. Looks like Underestimated's going mid stairs. Yeah, I don't understand why they were doing that. Maybe they were expecting a push. I don't know. Well, they're going to go ahead and go B anyways. Too bad they didn't go last round. Nox is going to get 2. And watch what Def does here. He gets the backstab on the ledge, and then he's going to throw the flash, push them back, and he's going to get a 2-piece here. On an eco round, of all things, which is good. Honestly, just a really good play by Def. It looks like there's going to be 2 players for Violet GG trying to get to A-Con, as Underestimated is getting ready to default on A site. Looks like they're going to nade it and they're going to get some damage onto them. And of course they're eco, which isn't going to do very well against them. And yet, typical eco round, nothing you could do about that. But it was very interesting to see Violet GG try to get 2 players to the top there. And Violet GG is going to go for another eco, surprisingly, going all deagles. But I don't think it's going to work out. Of course it's not going to work out. They lose this round. and they're going to start pushing up. Okay, this I think is what Underestimated was expecting on that second round when they were going eco. This is what they were expecting. They were expecting them to push up B like this with someone in B-Con coming up like this. I guess VGG knew that Underestimated was going to expect something like that because, you know, counter stratting's a thing. But yeah, Underestimated just goes full ham A site. Well, not full ham. They're slowly pushing. And Nox is going to get a nasty headshot. So now that's one assault rifle down. Nox is going to try and get another one. Doesn't, but he gets traded out for Xeon. And now Dev's going to get tagged down. He's going to say, okay, there's 2 Forest. Someone with better gunplay, go get them. And then Tyler is going to go ahead and go get both of them. Then you got 2 players going top, and they just both decide to just jump. No, do not, under any circumstances, do what they just did. They're pros, they know what they're doing, but in this round, they did not. Watch what happens. So right now you got 2 players top, which is very good positioning by them, and if they play this right, they could get the bomb defused. But watch what happens. Donley tries to go for a jump shot. He ends up dying. Then Xeon tries to go for the same thing right after. He gets a headshot, but he dies. And that's just not smart at all. In critical ops, your jumping and firing accuracy is a lot higher than most other games, so you could get away with stuff like this. But still, you are very inaccurate when you're jumping and firing. So being able to get a headshot is 1 in a million chance. And he was able to get that 1 in a million chance, or it's probably 1 in 100 chance in this game anyways. But he does get the headshot, but he goes down with it anyways. He wasn't able to get that other player playing forced entrance, the forced stairs there, and he just gets fragged out. It's not smart, not a smart play. They had the advantage by being on top, but they also had the bomb that was planted. They needed to work on getting down there to try and defuse the bomb. Now it looks like Underestimated's doing a full A push again. 2 are in garden up top. One's going A-Con, trying to check for that rotating player. And then you also got Donley holding the backstab angle along with Tyla. And XD Gamer's going to come in, swing that, get the absolute dirtiest headshot onto Xeon there. And then going to get another one that leaves A open, gets that hiding player in the back. See, this is what I'm saying. Can we please have a better VOD, please? Because you're watching someone who's holding nothing, and you get a player who gets another kill here. Where's the action? We need more action in these tournaments, please. I'm sorry, that's my only gripe about this series, is that the VOD, they're not very good at switching players. I'm not sure exactly how they switch players, whether it's a interface that they're using, but more action. We need more. But anyways, XD gets 3 opening up A site, and you got Noxic and CT trying to hold that, and he's going to fall back. They're probably going to save this round. See, this angle that Noxic's holding is to see if any players are trying to jump up on those boxes by Ninja, because you can jump peek those when you're on A site, to be able to see if anyone's pushing CT, and you can snipe him from there like that. See, he sees him and he knows he's looking, and they're just going to save and probably get exit frags. And there's this really nasty head glitch here from Noxic. Watch this angle. He's gonna show you an angle that's gonna blow your mind. Look at this angle. Look at this angle here. This angle is amazing. You got a very nice cover, and you can hold top in case someone tries to escape. And I think he does get one here. Yeah, he does. He's going to get XD Gamer. Watch. Bam. Dead. And Vorsik's going to get one as well. It's a very, very good head glitch right there. But even though that was a very nice head glitch, they still lost. So can't really do much about that. And now everyone's going... There's a lot of different guns on Violent GG side. And you got all SGs on Underestimated. And it seems that these guys like to stack 3 on A side and 2 on B, which is fine. And XD Gamer's going to get 1 pushing up aggressive like that. And Vorsik's going to get caught in this corner here because... You got multiple players pushing that balcony there. He doesn't know if there's more players pushing from balcony or if they're already pushing up on the site. Plus, if you got 2 players trying to push at the same time on both sides, you're going to end up getting fragged out. Like that. Now, Donley is going to get nothing. Def's going to get 2 on that rotate. And then Xeon, who is trying to be the hero here, he's going to end up getting fragged severely and is going to get taken out. I would have probably just retreated and saved because it was 1v5 at that point. He did get shell, but there's no reason to. I mean, I would have just went for exit frags. But yeah, these teams have got to save more. It's biting them in the ass too. Did he have any nades? He does have nades. That's just wasted nades there. All right. Match point for Underestimated. SGs versus AUGs. Perfect. SGs most likely will win this round. I think they do. I mean, I know underestimated wins here, but we'll see. Underestimate's going to go back, check for the backstab, or try to reposition. Because now, yeah, they're going to go reposition themselves so that way they can take out that top angle so that they can have that map control to be able to push onto A site. But everyone's already on A site. And now looks like there's a couple rotating. I think it's just Vorshik's pushing back to B side just in case, they're trying to go for that backside. I guess not. Noxic hears him on the left there. You can't hear anything because I muted it. And then you guys are going to get one. He's going to try to get two, but it's not going to get it. And then Zayon is left at a 2v1. He could try and potentially do this, but can't. He loses the round, and that's game. So something that I noticed a lot of that I didn't notice when I was taking notes is that there was a lot of utility that was wasted in this match, especially on the side of Violent GG. Man, you guys do not use your nades very well. Especially with Vorshik's on that one round where he was planting the bomb and he had full nades. He had a smoke, flash, and HE grenade. He did not use the smoke to cover that CT entrance there on A site, which I think was a very big misplay. And also top. Violent GG was very good at getting players in top for the most part, for what I've seen, but the only time underestimated was ever in top on the coalition was once. They only did that once, and I think they did win that round eventually. But I mean, if you have top, you win A site. And that is game 6 of Worlds. Hope you guys learned something. And if you want to check out any more of my analysis videos, then check out this one or check out this one, which are my most recent analysis videos for Worlds. Stay safe.